It's a beautiful day that the Creator Yahweh has made. I am the angel Gabriel sent to make known the true and only name of the Creator to the world. His name is a sound because it predates all speech and all literature. His name is like a breath, for he breathed the breath of life, which is a part of himself, into every soul. When everything that is born takes that first breath in, that's when the Father put true life into you. And when you breathe out, you make the other part of the sound of his name. And I applied letters to it so that you would be able to identify it. And the letters are Y-A space H-A, pronounced Yahweh. Now, the Father breathed life in us when we're born. However, unfortunately, because we're living in today's society, which is Satan's society, and the teaching that an innocent baby receives is totally unrighteous. And as the baby began to learn and the ways of the world, it loses its soul to Satan. And that is Satan's intent. Now, Satan is incarcerated. We threw him into hell on August 8th, 1985 at 2 a.m. So Satan's been put away for a while. And yet the world, the people of the world, is still drifting farther and farther away from righteousness. The righteousness that was given you is written in the book of the law. And the Bible writers who wrote the Bible, they plagiarized certain passages from the book of the law, and they put it in the Bible to make the book sound plausible to you. Unlearned and unrighteous people have claimed to you that the Bible is infallible. Infallible means that there's no mistakes in it. Well, I'm here to correct that and tell you that most of what in the Bible are lies, deceiving statements, and mistakes. Fortunately for those of you who are going to rise, the righteous phrases that are in there is invisible to the eye of a person who is not divine and who's not righteous. So those passages were able to, you call, slip through the crack and be added to the Bible, which is definitely not my Father's book. It is not the book of the resurrection. It's not the book of remembrance. It's not the book of the law. I am sent, and you can verify this in Malachi 3:16. I am sent to write a book of remembrance for you. Those of you who are going to come to me, the righteous ones, when you see these inserts that are from the book of the law, you will begin to awaken, because they may seem strange at first, but you said something about this is familiar. And it is familiar to you because you once knew this. You once knew it. Satan took it away gradually. It wasn't done all at once. You got into this gradually. I say you go to sleep a little bit at a time, into REM sleep, then going into deeper sleep. So you will put to sleep gradually. Now you will begin to awaken gradually as you come across the truth that is inserted amongst the forest of lies into the Bible. The Bible is a book of death. It is a book, it is a trap. And the Bible is less than 500 years old. The first Bible was written in 1611. It took them 8 years to put it together for the crooked king. And it was written in order to control you. For the king, it was control. For Satan, it was destruction. It is destruction. And it's set to destroy all who believe. Now, believers are dead. All believers are dead. That's why you see scriptures in the Bible like faith without works, where believers have faith, but believers haven't done their work. My Father commands that you work in order to get in the kingdom, and he asks that you work in order to become alive. Now, the asking is because no one is raptured. People love to talk about the rapture. No one is raptured into anything. To be raptured is to be taken by force. Well, you're already raptured into Satan's society, because Satan took you by force and by lies. He cannot make you do anything, but his constituents forced you. You were beaten. You were incarcerated. You were put under starvation. You were subject to all kind of brutality until you accepted religion. Check it out. You don't have to believe me. I don't want you to believe me, really. I want you to check the things out that I teach you. So you are raptured into religion. Everybody in religion, you're raptured. And the reason you're raptured because your forefathers were put through these things, and then it resonates and trickles down to you, that you continue to do what they were forced to do. You that are so-called black, that came through slavery, you are Hebrews. You're the Hebrews written of in the Bible. You're not African, because that's not even the name of the country. The name of that country is not Africa. You need to check these things out. It's not Africa. It received that name in the 1800s. That's right. A little over 200-300 years that it had that name. You can check it out for yourself. I'm not here to spoon feed you. I don't want you to be spoon fed. You spoon feed babies and they can only take what you give them. Well, you're not babies. You're grown. And all this information is privy to you. And it's much easier for you to get it than it was for me. Because when I came through, computers wasn't so readily available. Now computers have everything. So check out everything that I say to you, everything that I teach you. Go in and prove. As the Father said, prove all things. If my Father stood before you today, which he won't, and told you, no matter what he tell you, he don't want you, he doesn't want you to just, well, God told me this and God told me, no, you'll be dead, because he's not going to receive you. You must do your work. And your work to get into the kingdom is to study, to do research, dig deep, because a lot of the truth is not on the surface, it's hidden, it's down deep, hidden. The information that you receive and the terminology that you see for words now, they're brushed over and clouded over so that you don't rise, so that you never come to the truth. So you got to dig deep. What was this word before it was changed? What was this name of this country, of these people, before it was changed? For instance, let's use the so-called black people here in America, and most of you are familiar with it. They were called, first thing, they were Africans. Then they were called blackies, and then they were called Negroes, and then you were called colored, and now you're black again. So it tells you that all of these things are wrong. Now, what is it really? The truth wasn't given to you. You are the Hebrews written of in the Bible. So now I say, now you can know by proving what I say. That's right. Africans weren't taken into slavery and brought here because they didn't have the knowledge to do and whoever to do what was needed. The Hebrews are nation builders. That's right. So your skills were needed in the countries to build these nations. So you're Hebrews. But let's get back to closer to the Father's business. So Satan has taken you piece by piece and destroyed you. He's taken your soul. When he came to you in the garden, the first thing he did was to take your soul. He wanted to kill you. When you were in my care, he was envious because you were good. You were living in bliss. And evil cannot stand good doing. But one thing you want to know, evil cannot destroy righteousness. That's right. Righteousness cannot be destroyed. It might be covered up for a time here or there, but it will always surface again, and it shall, must, and will prevail. So I'm here to bring you back to righteousness. I'm here to bring you back to knowledge. See, you educated. I'm here to bring you back to knowledge. I'm here to make you learned. And you're talking about these two things are far above education. That's right. An educated system is Satan's system. But when you come to knowledge, now you begin to graduate and come across that great divide and that great gulf that my father is talking about. He said there's a great gulf between you and I. So that's why you see me sitting before you and not my father, because you are not clean enough. You're filthy. He said you're like filthy rags. So he will not come into your presence. So now I am sent and I am come to prepare you. Just like he said, talked about me. He said, body I prepared for me. So I'm here to prepare you and to cause you to come up, to rise, so that you can cross the great gulf and see my Father. That's right. So as you begin to study, I have a blog up to the world, GabrielMission.blogspot.com. GabrielMission.blogspot.com. That is put there for you, not for me. And there are over 80 posts in there. Your resurrection takes a time. That's why the resurrection is not one day, or judgment day. One day everybody would be lost. It is a season. And it's giving you time because my Father loves you so much. And I love you. My brothers love you, the angel. We are giving you time to go to my blog, to look at these films, and to the book of remembrance, which is already written and ready to be published, is for you. And take your time, study it, dig in, get the books. As my father said, if there's one line of truth in a book, it's worth the price. So the key is do your studying. You want to live. I think you do. I'm here forever. I did not come to die for your sins. Nobody, not mama, not dad, not brother, sister, and anybody can die for your sins. It's up to you. Each and every man. When I say man, don't think male, because that has nothing to do with male. Every man will live or die for your sin. You overcome them or you will die for them. I am here to give you opportunity above anything you've ever received. I love you more than you love yourself because I was safe forever. And I volunteered to come here. And if you don't think I volunteered to come here, you go to Revelation and look at Revelation 5. And read it 1, 3, 4, 2, and 7. And just those verses alone now, the rest of it is trash. If you get it one, read on through, then you're going to end up in trash and end up lost. You'll never find your way through the forest of lies that Satan has put in the Bible. But you read that and you see that I am the only one that could come, and I volunteered to come because I stepped forward. I said to my father when I was with him and the angels there, and I looked at the world, and I said to my father, what a job you put on me. He responded, you volunteered. And I did. I did. And you can see it. You can read it. I came to get you. I came here because all of you are worthy. And that whether you receive me or not, all of you are worthy. You are somebody. And every soul, everybody is worthy to be saved. And I'm not going to go in this to they're always about this color and this and that and the other. Everybody, all of you breathe. You're my father's child. It is written, my children are like a speck of bird. He's telling you, so that's telling you, see, you should have read this stuff. That's telling you that all of you are his. You are mine. The universe was made and given to me as a gift from my father. That is why I am here. Not my brothers. That's why I'm here, not my father. That is why I am here. It is made and given to me. Go into the book of John 5 and read it. And you see it started about 20, read through 20, 23, 24 even. Yeah. My father tell you, if you don't honor me, you definitely don't honor him. Because I am made much, now listen here, much higher than the angels. That's how I am made. I'm not created. I am made. And when it was just my father and I, and often when I talk about this, I think about the way my daughter was with me. When I made a turn, she made a turn. She made a turn, I made a turn. And then after a while, she stepped forward. As little girls will be, they're bossy. They're bossy. And I love them because they learn fast. They love their parents. And they're just, I say it's amazing to watch them grow. That's right. I love them. My father, so you females who are listening, here's what my father say about you. You are his prize. Now hear me well. You are his prize creation. That's right. So you are his first creation. See, I am made. I'm not created. I'm his son. I'm made. And there's a difference in that. If you study and research, you'll know who's speaking to you. But you are his prize creation. The females. Not the males. So the script has been flipped on you. So stand up. Be proud. And take this thing, this is what you call, so-called this bull by the horns, and learn. Do your study. And for your information, you did not abandon the Father. The males forced you out of the law. Satan used the males to force you out of the law. Go to my blog and study it well. The day our mothers died. Go to that post and study it well, and you will see what happened to you. Now me, I'm coming to you, and I'm also looking to you to lead this charge to come back to the resurrection. I'm looking for you. You love your children. A lot of the daddies never seen the children. A lot of these daddies never gave one piece of bread to these children. So you lead the charge and save your children. That's right. Take this bull by the horn and throw him. Tie him down. And raise your children up. That's right. It is you. You are the prize creation. That's right. And you notice in this world, a lot of the positive changes came through your fighting. Through your plight. It came through you. It didn't come through the males. And for your information, the males were never supposed to lead. They flipped the script on you, and then they blamed you for things that you didn't do. Oh, Eve destroyed the people by giving Adam. That's not even written in the book. That lie. It's not even written. But you can look in the book and you see that he was never supposed to lead. because he would lead you exactly where he got you to today. He has this world is at the brink of war. They're always fighting smaller wars everywhere. There's never peace. But he has you at the brink of nuclear war. Oh, yeah. And for your information, he's going to take you there. So you go to my blog, GabrielMission.blogspot.com, and go to the post today our mother died. And then I want you to go to the crown of thorns. Go to the crown of thorns and read it so that you know that this devil faced before you is not God, never sent by God, never was God, and is a made up, it is a fictional character which take you religious people are in a delusional world. You delusional. You thinking things are real when they never existed. There never was a Jesus. There never was a Jesus. Nothing against you people that are light-skinned, because the devil done this. The devil set this trap. You don't have the power of the right, or you have the right. You don't have the power of the knowledge to subdue Satan. That's why I'm saying, because I'm more powerful than he. I'm learned. I'm smarter than he. That's why I'm stronger than he. He's put away, and I'm come to rescue you. The devil did it. The devil is black, blacker than me. He knew that this day that the white race, so-called white race, would be ruling. And if you make the so-called God in the image of the ruling race, it's easy for people to be deceived. He knew. That's right. So you never stood a chance in hell, because that's where this is. You never stood a chance in hell, because now you got a cotton-picking beast over you who has divine knowledge. That's right, because my Father didn't dethrone him in any way. He was put here with all of his divine power. But with all of his divine power, he could never force you to do anything. So he took you and ruled over you by suggestion. Again, by feeling, by taste, oh yeah, by hearing, by the eyes, and most of all by the lying tongue, which is written in the Bible. They didn't know they were putting it there, that the tongue is deceitful and desperately wicked. In the kingdom there was no speech. There never was speech. First time you heard a word was from Satan, and the first thing you heard was a lie, and the lie was he said. But you being in my care for an eternity never heard these sounds. Something should have alerted you to, and made you a little bit leery and weary, that wait a minute, what is this I'm hearing now? Now I need to question this thing. He? What is he? He said. But for some reason, you believed him. And the moment that you believed, you were deceived. That's right. So when I called to you, not my Father again, so when I called to you, you couldn't hear me because he had slain you. You were slain. You were dead. You did, I say you did die. We didn't die. That's what he told you. You didn't die, but you did, because he knew that you would not know that you had lost your souls, because you never lost your soul before. So you didn't know. He took you in ignorance. You didn't know. Now, when I bring you back, if anyone try to take your soul from you again, you will know. I'll make sure that you know. So you know how to avoid the devil and the lying tongues and deceivers. And then when he wrote the Bible, he put an army of liars out. to make sure that you stay captured and captivated. And that's your preachers. An army of liars he put all over the world. Start with the freaking Pope. All over the world. All those are liars and deceivers. They're murderers. They're Satan's boys. They don't belong to me. If you don't belong to me, you don't belong to my Father. You don't belong to my Father, you don't belong to me. They're liars and deceivers. Those temples are Satan's. I came across 3 people about a day ago, 3 big old crosses hanging around the neck. And I asked them a question. I said, do you realize what that cross represents? Well, one lady said, oh, I couldn't do without it unless without my cross. I said, baby, I said, that cross is a death symbol. It is a death symbol. It tells me that Satan has you bound. It's just like Christmas. As long as you do Christmas, Satan has you bound. Let me tell you, Christmas really has people in a vice. That is going to be the most difficult thing for you to get rid of, is worshiping Satan through Christmas. Satan, Santa Claus, the Grinch, the decorations, the gift, he did those things to seal you, to lock you in. And because he knew I want to see you break it. That's right. He has you sealed in. There's no God born on December 25th. That's not serving God. It's serving Satan. And it's destroying you, your economy, your families. So destructive. But back to you, ladies. You are going to have to take this by the horns. Because it's you that are responsible for most of the positive changes in Satan's world even. You're fighters. Males were not created, not sent to be rulers over you. You were to teach the children. That's right. You were to train them. You were to teach the law to them. But the males, whose very title male means evil, we knew him. He was to be a provider. Now you take a look at him, a lot of them provide nothing, not even for themselves these days. He was to be a provider. You were to be the leaders. You were to be the teachers. You were to be the keepers of the law. He knew this, and he knew that the only way that he had free reign with you was to keep you out of the law and to take you away from righteousness. And to get you there, he used your children as a prey. I'm telling you, he used them as a prey. That's right. He starved you and your children. That's right. He molested you and your children. That's what he did. Beat you down and out. Deprived you. That's right. In order to take advantage of you. That's why I tell you, I say, who a man slept with and what wives he ravished and what doors he sneaked in, back doors, and babies that he left, little bastard baby. It has nothing to do with your salvation. This King David, King who? David and Bathsheba and Solomon, that's bull. It has nothing to do with your salvation, and it has no place in the divine book. The Bible is not my Father's book, not mine, and definitely you can't rise by it. It is a book of lies and deception and deceiving. Who warred against this one and they use a sword, and that line thing about Paul and the beast. And Duck is talking. Come on, people. People living in the belly of a whale and then coming out on so many days to come out. You know this is impossible. These magic tricks and these lies, when you come to mark them out in your book so that you don't have to come across them again. My Father sent me. I'm his only son. I'm his baby. I'm his child. Think about it. You send your baby out to do a job and a tough job. He loved you a lot. I love you. Do your work. Study. We don't want you unless you study. That's right. And go to my blog and follow through. Your name must be moved from one book, it's already in one book, and over to the next book. If your name is not in that other book, when you come before me, you're gone. My Father, Yahweh, love you dearly. I love you, don't I wouldn't be here. My brothers, the angels, love you. That's right, but they couldn't come. I'm the only body prepared to make this run. We love you. Be blessed. As the Father said, obey his voice. That's right. I can't make you. I won't try to make you. But I am asking you. Go to my blog, study. We want to see you at the gate. We want to see you enter into the kingdom. It is made for you. You were once with me. I never mistreated you. Never misled you. Come back to us. Yahweh love you. My brothers, the angels love you. And so do I.